So my name is Cody Sengir, just finished up the Culinary Arts Diploma. Started in September of 2014. It's been a pretty great experience actually. Started off with the basics, going through basic starches, grains, briefly started getting into breaking down proteins. It was really great, one-on-one with a lot of the instructors. Got to start from day one in the kitchen, which is great.
Why did you decide to come to culinary school?
That's kind of a weird one. It was a very spur-of-the-moment thing. Had to change careers kind of unexpectedly, and I've always been interested in food, been in and out of the kitchen with my mom and family since I was a little kid. So it just kind of seemed the next step, the next obvious step to go into. Came in for the interview, took a tour of the facility, met a couple of the instructors, and actually signed up for it that day. Admissions people were very welcoming and personable. They weren't really intimidating at all. No one here is very intimidating. And it's kind of funny. Like 90% of the people who go to this school are not from the area. So you really end up meeting a lot of people from around the country with different life experiences and different goals, which is really cool. I'm one of 2 people in my class that is from Oregon, so that was interesting to find out. Charcuterie was kind of like the moment for me. I briefly knew that we were going to go over it, but didn't know what we were doing or the extent of what we were doing, and even though it was a condensed 1-week course on charcuterie, learning how to properly break down in the process of curing and smoking and all that to different proteins really seemed interesting to me. Breaking down butchery also was very interesting, breaking down chickens and ducks. The lobster in T3 was intense. Yeah, they do a really great job of preparing it here.
Where are you doing your externship?
I'm externing at Olympic Provisions in the raw meat fabrication facility, actually starting that this next Monday.
How'd you get hooked up with that?
They actually put a job posting out on the bulletin board in the Commons, and I realized that I was going to be going on an externship soon, and it kind of worked with my schedule since I'm working currently and wanted to keep getting paid through the externship. So I went and talked to Nina, and she called OP and explained the situation, and they were nice enough to allow me to basically use their job opening as an externship. They are all over the country at this point. They've only been around for, I believe, 5 or 6 years at this point, and they have 2 restaurants now and a giant 30,000 square foot warehouse facility. And they distribute all across the U.S. And yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Actually, I am currently working over at Widmer Brothers, and all of our charcuterie and sausage dishes come from OP. So it's a pretty small world. And yeah, it's going to be an amazing opportunity. I'm pretty stoked. Wild Truffle Festival at the Oregon Zoo was where I initially met Eli and Tyler. And they were really, really cool people. Had a giant smorgasbord of meat laid out. Yeah, and just gotta kind of network a bit more. There's a lot of networking opportunities here, and sometimes it's overwhelming how many. I mean, if you're passionate about learning food, this is definitely a great stepping stone into the industry. You're not going to walk out of here thinking, oh, I'm the best chef in the world. You're going to walk out of here comfortable with the skills that you have learned. You got to love what you do or you're going to be miserable. And if you don't love what you do, why do it?